Well, hey, y'all. Thank you so very much for taking time to come over and visit with me over on Fritz's Cooking again. I'm Fritz, and guys, we're going to do just like a little impromptu video tonight. And basically, it's going to be just sort of a how-to video, and I'm going to kind of kill two birds with one stone, if you will. Guys, I've got my great buddy Thyron, that's Big T from T&T Barbecue up there in Iowa. He's going to be dropping by to visit with me and stay with me for a night or so, and I was going to fry him up some chicken. And he told me how much he loves my Fritz's Fern Creek fry batter. And thank you so much, T. And his wife, Terry, got on the phone with me and told me how much she loved it too. So basically what I'm going to do is give him a little surprise here when he comes into town, and I'm actually going to make him up several bags of it that he can take home with him. And basically what he's doing is he's going to stop off here. He's on his way down to visit with his mama, and I'm actually going to try to get her up enough to where she can have a bag or so of it to have to fry herself. But anyway, guys, the two birds with one stone type video here is going to be that I want to demonstrate my FoodSaver F2100 here. I've had several friends on here that told me that they went out and bought a vacuum sealer just because of what they've seen me utilizing it for, and that's basically, I usually cook way more than enough, and I actually vacuum seal back my leftovers, and I actually make different meals with them, guys. And I'm here to tell you, everything that I've done in the FoodSaver, it tastes like the day I cooked it. But in particular, I've got one good friend on here, Sherry, that she just went out and bought herself a FoodSaver from the Walmart, and I believe she got the F2000. And basically, they're the same units, and I'm going to give her a brief demonstration. I told her how easy it was. I knew she could do it, but she wanted me to give her a brief demonstration. I have no problem doing that whatsoever, and I'll be glad to do that for you, Sherry. All right, guys, what we have here is I usually use 2 cups of whole wheat flour here, 100% whole grain whole wheat flour. And guys, basically this is a clone on, or my clone on the Hooters batter, which I love. I love all the Hooters stuff. But anyway, guys, we've got I've got 2 bags of this, and I've got 1 bag of the all-purpose flour. And like I said, I usually go 2 cups of the whole wheat to 1 cup of the all-purpose, but I figured, heck, I've got 2 bags of this and 1 bag of this, so I'm just going to make some up real quick here. And guys, as for our spices, I've got some onion powder, I've got some parsley, I've got some cayenne, I've got some paprika, I've got some lemon pepper, I've got some garlic, and I've got some Himalayan salt here, guys. Usually I go 1 tablespoon of my seasonings to the 2 cups, 2 to 1 ratio that I usually use when I'm making it up, just to fry myself up a little something. But guys, I went ahead, and my math here is going to be a little fuzzy, but it's probably pretty close. But what I'm utilizing is these 3-ounce little cups here, like you'd get your meds in at the hospital, or those little drinks they give you or whatnot. And roughly I've got like 7 tablespoons of each seasoning in here, except for the cayenne, and I believe I have 3 tablespoons of it. All right, guys, now the whole wheat flour and the all-purpose flour, these are 5-pound bags, so I'm going to be utilizing 2 to 1. And I believe I got on the internet and looked up, and it said flour. It's kind of hard to go like like how many cups are in a pound. I believe it's like 1 1/3 cups, but it depends on the density of the flour itself, so it could be up to 1.5 cups. But guys, I just did my math just like this. I'm sure it's not perfect, but I'm sure it'll work though. But anyway, guys, let's get started with our killing 2 birds with 1 stone video here, guys. We're going to be making some flour, some fry batter, some Fritz's Fern Creek fry batter from my great buddy Thyron, and we're going to be showing Sherry how to use the FoodSaver F2100, which I'm pretty sure is daggone close to the F2000 that she just bought. All right, guys, let me get busy
guys,
here.
I don't know about y'all, but I always save the boxes on pretty much any appliance that I buy, or pretty much anything, until I ensure that it's working properly or it meets my expectations. And that way, if not, I can simply box it back up and take it back up to customer service at the store I purchased it at. Or if a lot of stuff I get off Amazon, I can just box it right back up and take it up to UPS, and they'll ship it back for free. But anyway, guys, the FM2100 features built-in roll storage, convenient storage for FoodSaver rolls, handheld storage clip port, accessory port. Use the vacuum hose included with all FoodSaver containers and accessories. It has a roll cutter, simplifies making custom-sized bags. A removable drip tray, catches overflow liquids, dishwasher safe. Moist and dry food settings, adjust seat level for moist or dry foods. Seal button, Seals rolls for custom-sized bags. Stops vacuum process to prevent crushing of delicate foods. The power on and off button. Vacuum and seal button. Vacuum seals and shuts off automatically. Easy lock latch. Secures bag for a vacuum sealing. Extra wide sealing strip. Applies heat for a secure airtight seal, guys. And then it's got your basic steps of how to actually use the thing. Fill bag and place open end into the vacuum sealing channel. Close door and lock. Press vacuum and seal button, guys. Alright, here we have a few other things. Vacuum sealing versatility, sold separately. Hand seal pre-cut bags. Customizable length heat seal rolls, quick marinator, airtight canisters, FoodSaver, FreshSaver handheld vacuum sealer, FoodSaver, FreshSaver airtight containers. That's pretty cool, guys. I'd like to get that marinator one. But what I like about this also is if you look right here, it actually keeps food fresh up to 5 times longer. Heck, you can, the freezer, beef and poultry, ordinary storage is 6 months. The FoodSaver system, 2 to 3 years. Fish, 6 months, 2 years. But I've been noticing on a lot of the fish I'm buying now, it's actually vacuum sealed, which I think is pretty cool. And it's vacuum sealed singly, so I can just pull out a fillet or two if I need it. Soups and stews, 3 to 6 months. Ordinary storage, 1 to 2 years with the FoodSaver system. Coffee beans, 6 to 9 months, 2 to 3 years with the FoodSaver. Vegetables, 8 months, 2 to 3 years with the FoodSaver. Bread, 6 to 12 months, 1 to 3 years with the FoodSaver. Alright guys, let's see, refrigerator. Cheese, 1 to 2 weeks with ordinary storage, 4 to 8 months with the FoodSaver. I'm here to tell you guys, this thing pays for itself. Lettuce, 3 to 6 days, 2 weeks with the FoodSaver. Berries, 1 to 6 days, 2 weeks with the FoodSaver, 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, pantry, this is going to be for you, Thyron. Big T. Flour and sugar, 6 months ordinary storage, up to 2 years with the FoodSaver system. So I'm going to vacuum seal all those back for you, Thyron. Rice and pasta, 6 months, 1 to 2 years with the FoodSaver system. Cookies, 1 to 2 weeks. With a FoodSaver system, 3 to 6 weeks. Ain't that something? Now that's if you store it in the pantry. Now what I actually do is when I shrink wrap back my flours and stuff, I always put them in the freezer or the refrigerator. And for one simple reason, it's you don't want any bugs getting in it. But with the vacuum sealer, I'm sure that it will extend the life of that flour, I'd say by another couple of years if you would. But anyway, guys, let's get over there and I'll get to showing you some of the functionality of this thing. All right,
okay, guys, we
so
got Big T, Mr. Thyron, and we got him hooked up here. We got his Fritz's Fern Creek, Kentucky fry batter all mixed up, and I've actually got it in some Ziploc bags here, the gallon bags, and I like to actually utilize these bags before I actually even put them in my vacuum sealer here, guys, and basically that way it doesn't suck the flour straight up into the vacuum itself, guys, but I'll show you. But heck, I went ahead and I sealed up 1 or 2 of them. And it does such a fantastic job, guys. Look how tight that is. Man, oh man, sakes alive. And I went ahead and I was able to, I always mark it as well and put the date on it. And that way I know when I put it in there and froze it back. But I got another one here, just a tiny one for when he does like a small fry or something. But I'd say these are like 4-cup bags here. All right, guys, you can buy several different type of bags. And this basically is the one that I actually use the most. It's a 11-inch bag, and I can actually custom make it to fit anything I want. And guys, along with this, Mom found these a while back on the Home Shopping Network, or I believe it was QVC, or these are actually expandable bags, guys. And a lot of times, like I can actually seal up these type of containers here, and I've actually got some videos to where I actually sealed up. You know how I do my barbecue out back, and I do it in those great big pans out there, those foil pans. I was actually able to get those in there, and like when I go over to my little brothers or whatever, when we're having like a barbecue or Christmas or Thanksgiving, or you know, some significant meal that we're having, a party or whatever, I'll always do the barbecue, whether it be ribs or chicken or whatnot, and I'll keep it in that tray, and then I simply just shrink wrap it back, and I'll put it in the refrigerator till, you know, usually it's the next day when I'm going back out there. And man, I'm here to tell you, it tastes just like I pulled it right off the grill. So you can actually find these as well, and they're pleated, like I said, and you can get a pretty good amount of food inside there. But anyway, guys, what you're going to do here is, let's see if I got one open. Yeah. What I'm going to do here is take these 11-inch bags, and it's pretty simple, guys. You just simply unlock it, and right here it's got where it's open. Then you have store, so if you're storing it somewhere, the lid don't pop up on you or whatever. And then you've got your operational mode. I'm not going to click into that right now. But anyway, guys, it's simple to load. All you do is you simply get your bags, and you'll put them down here in the storage area. And you simply just pull the bag. You lift up your cutter here. That's your cutter. You'll lift up your cutter here, and you just pull it out a little bit, and that way, when on the next time you're getting ready to use it, you can actually, pull it out. But anyway, guys, I think it's pretty much cut and dry. There's just a couple of key points to it that might help you seal a little bit better. But let me go over this real quick with you. Here's the settings. This is where you hit the vacuum to vacuum seal it. This is where you actually seal it. Now, like the box was saying, if you have like a delicate item or something that you don't want to crush, you can actually get most of the air out of it and simply hit the seal button here, and it'll stop the vacuum and then seal it. And here's where you change it from the dry to the wet. Okay, so we're going to be doing dry here, guys. But all right, y'all. Basically, here's the accessory port, and that's where you plug in that hose, and then you'll connect it to your canister and get all the air out of that by vacuum sealing that out as well. But guys, I'm here to tell you, I love this little thing. This is one of my favorite things in the kitchen, guys, and I'm here to tell you it saves us a ton of money. And if you've been following me whatsoever, guys, you know I do leftovers like a son of a gun. And I'm here to tell you, I mean, you can repurpose a meal. Let's say you had fried pork chops 2 months ago, and you decided you was going to freeze them back. Heck, you can get them back out, thaw them out, chop them up, and make a stir fry. Make you some sweet and sour pork, throw you some rice in there. It's go time, guys. But all right, guys, let's get up in here. All right, here's another great feature, guys. Like I said, most of the time when I have bags like this, like I'll put like my steaks or whatever in it, and when you go to, if you don't, a lot of times if you're just utilizing the bag, sometimes that the blood or whatever will escape from it, and a lot of times on the old ones it would actually get down into the vacuum, and over time it would ruin it. But with this, guys, this catches it, and you can, and it's dishwasher safe. But I usually just clean it up at the sink. But anyway, guys, like I said, this is just, it's a snap, guys, and it's a fantastic tool. Sherry, I'm sure you're gonna love this thing, guys. But let's go ahead and get started here. Let me adjust my camera back. All right, let's go ahead and simply get started. All right, guys, let's get ready to seal up Thyron's first bag of Fern Creek, Kentucky fry batter. And basically, like I said, I like putting it in these Ziploc, something like flour and stuff like this, because I mean all that dust is going to go right back into that vacuum. And what I'll do is I'll put it in a Ziploc bag, and I actually utilize that little trick where you take a straw and you put it in the corner and then you zip it up, and then look, I mean that's pretty daggone tight the way it is right there. But anyway, guys, I want to get Thyron a lot of storage out of this. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make our first roll, our first bag here. And so we got it unlocked in the open position. We're going to go ahead and grab our bags, which I said are so easy. You just drop your bags down into this reservoir. And like I said, most of the time I use these 11-inch bags so you can make them any size you want. Guys, the thing is with this, it's going to take some practice to determine how to size out your bag here, guys. And what I normally do is I'll pull the bag out a little bit, and then I'll kind of lay whatever we're getting ready to do on it. And I leave like approximately about an inch or so from this end here. And what I'll do is I'll actually go ahead and utilize our cutter here. And I go back and forth with it like so. And the other key thing I do is I actually flip the bag over, because how it was rolled up there, it's got that bend in it, and if you do it this way, it fits perfectly in there. And guys, what I do is I run it right up to where that drip tray is, and simply lock it down, bring the latch over to operate, and hit the seal button right here, guys. Now, guys, this seal button with the red light here, that's fantastic. Let's say, for instance, you were doing something that was delicate, or that you didn't want to crush. you can actually hit that button and it'll actually stop the vacuum from sealing. So, okay, now we're good to go here. All right, guys, let's simply pull it up here. And what we're going to do is, like I said, I like to store it in these Ziploc bags here. And what I'm going to do is get my Ziploc bag on in here. Like so. All right, guys, here is the crucial key thing to doing your vacuuming. All right, try to go with that roll again. You want to get it down into that reservoir, okay? Get it down in there pretty good. All right, guys, you want to ensure that your bag is flat right here. This is the key part of it. It took me a while to figure this out, but if this ain't flat right where it goes to seal at, it won't get a good seal. And like these little ridges might actually allow for like a little hole to penetrate to break the vacuum on it. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead. We've got it down there. We've got it in our reservoir. We've got it flat. Let's go ahead and bring the lid down. Let's go ahead and bring it up to operate where it locks it. And let's go ahead and hit the green button here, guys, where it says seal. And there she goes, guys. And you'll be able to tell from the noise it's making if it's sealing properly. All right, guys. That's all there is to it. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. All right, we'll do another one. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do another one. Like I said, I go to where I'm roughly about an inch away from the bottom of it. Go ahead and I'll slide it. We'll cut it. Flip it. Get our seal on it. Like I said, the keyest part of this is making sure that bag is in there flat. These pleated bags before I let you go too. I'll seal all the thyron stuff up in it, but I think you got a pretty good little amount of this. That should last him a while. But like I said, I like to label it and everything. So I'll probably keep this one out, the smaller one out, and for when he comes down, and that way we'll have some fry batter for that, because he said he wanted to try my personal fried chicken. But let me show you these real quick. Like I said, they're pleated. Let's go ahead and get this on down up in here. Like so. That's why I was saying, man, you can get one of those big old pans up in here. You enjoyed our little FoodSaver FM 2100 little how-to video, at least the way I do it. And along with that, guys, we got my buddy Thyron. We got him hooked up here. I've got him several bags of the Fritz's Fern Creek, Kentucky fry batter. And I went ahead and I broke out one of our pleated bags here, and I've got all 4 bags in there. Big old bags, man. He's set, guys. And all right, y'all, thanks very much. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the recipe to my Fern Creek fry batter in there, and y'all can just print that out if y'all ever want to try to make it. All right, guys, take care.